Raw sincerity is disarming. When you carry yourself with raw sincerity, you're not performing an identity or even trying to appear perfect. No. You show up present, you show up honest and even unguarded. And that is rare in a world trained to wear masks. People are used to being around pretenders, around overthinkers, around those who speak to impress, those who hide behind politeness, behind ego or even expertise. But when someone comes along, someone who speaks from the heart, not for the spotlight, it disrupts that norm. It invites others to take off their armor. Because sincerity is basically a silent permission slip. Raw sincerity says without words that you don't have to perform around me. You can be confused, you can be flawed, you can be messy, and still worthy of being seen. I am not here to judge or even fix you. I am just here. I am real and I am open. You know, this energy melts defenses. It breaks social tension. It invites people to let their inner truth breathe, even if it is just for a moment. That's why strangers often open up around sincere people, because the moment feels safe and sacred, not staged, you know. And that is magnetic. It is magnetic because it is rare, especially in a culture where everyone is trying to be someone. Sincerity is now like a deep exhale. It is not about oversharing or trauma dumping. It is about being honest with yourself and being intentional with that version of you. You know, you say what you mean. You feel what you say. You carry no hidden agenda. You know, you're not trying to convince. You're just trying to connect. And that level of alignment between your words, energy, and even intention, that makes people trust you almost instantly. And from a psychological lens, when people sense a lack of performance, authentic presence, calm, grounded eyes, unpolished but true speech, their nervous systems relax. Because now they don't feel like they're in a social competition. They feel like they are in a soul conversation. And this activates vulnerability. It activates truth-telling. It activates openness to healing. You know, you become a mirror, not a judge. You become a container, not a critic. You know, and here is why it works with strangers. Strangers often don't need years of history to feel safe. They just need one moment of realness. You know, if your presence feels like water, then they will speak to you like it's a well. And they'll pour their truth in, even if you just met. That's why bartenders or even taxi drivers and even random people in airports or even towns, cities, sometimes hear the deepest confessions. They didn't try to fix or impress. They were just there, you know, fully. Raw sincerity is not loud. It is not flashy. It is not strategic. But it is real. And in a world full of pretense, realness becomes a portal. A stranger doesn't open up because they know you. They open up because for once, someone finally knows themselves and dares to be seen. My people, heal. Heal.